testing out the old switchboard just to make sure that everything is working just fine. But I know for sure this button right here, that's the right rear window. Yeah, so nothing's happening. So this is why I'm switching this out right now. That's working. That is barely working. It seems like it's not getting enough power or something. But that's for sure not working. So I changed out the window switchboard. So the rear right window wasn't working when I pushed this down. So now it's working. It's going up and down. And that's what it's making right here. I try to put the window up. It makes that noise. I'm not sure if it's the motor or the actual window regulator that's broken. So yeah, so that's what's happening. So this part right here, it's really difficult. I don't know if you guys can see that this tab right here. Okay, this tab, you gotta get like a small pick, put it in there, and then pull it towards you. That way you can lift this up. So that way you can lift this up. But make sure it doesn't go, you don't pull it all the way up, because supposedly the spring's inside and it'll just pop right out. So make sure you guys take this off right here. Let's let that hang for right now. You just gotta take out all these bolts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need to take out 11 10mm bolts. I'm gonna take out the bolts for these for the motor, because I want to test that out also. So these things are really stuck on there, so you're gonna have to use a pry tool. I don't know if it's adhesive or what, but definitely gotta pry it open. They make it look so easy on other tutorial videos, but yeah, it sounds like there's adhesive on there. This just popped out right here, so I guess there was a pin or a push pin up here I didn't see. Make sure there's no other push pins. This thing is really tough on there. Everything's off. I just gotta slide this out, I think. Pins right here, you gotta take those off, I think. think once you take these things off, I think it'll be easier to take. Huh. What is sticking on there now? Alright, so it looks like I had to take off the speaker in order for this to fall down. So, now there's another connection back here, electrical connection. So I'm gonna have to disconnect that as well. So this is for the speaker right here. Speaker, it's got that red connector plug. Once that's done, again, there's a connector electrical plug right here. Gotta figure out how to get that out. So of course that little red tab broke off. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but yeah, it broke off. Trying to deal with something that I can't even. Yeah, I'm gonna forget that. Can't get the connector, the electrical connector that's back here to unhook. So of course, nothing is ever easy. So I got to use this. Hopefully I can loosen it by hand. Again, I can't get that electrical connector out, so I got to do what I can. Here's the new one, the new regulator. It looks like I have to adjust this to go up because I'm not about to take these down. So I gotta make sure this is up to the same height as the old regulator. Alright, so I adjusted it to about the same height as the old one. Slide it in there. Slide it back in right here. Since I couldn't disconnect that connector plug in the back like I showed you earlier, what I did is just found it easier to just flip the panel like this, so you have a better access to that. This part right here obviously is not gonna come out. This, I couldn't figure out how to get that out. So, but I already tightened up all the bolts, so I just gotta start putting everything back in reverse. Yeah, it's already tightened. Don't forget, before you start putting things away, get these cords, place them back in here. You gotta do it one at a time because they both won't fit. I think this one goes in the bottom, and line up the holes for the holes to the regulator. These are the screws for it. There are grooves right here. Make sure you line up these grooves along these notches. That way it fits in there. Obviously it's not fitting. Okay, so I finally got it in. So you have two grooves. It's supposed to like interlock with each other. Alright, so now that I got this in place, make sure you guys don't put the bolts in just yet. You guys got to put the motor in. I would just put my hand in here just to keep it intact. I don't want to accidentally push it in because it was really difficult trying to set it in place. Alright, so it looked like it sounded like it just clicked right in. Now go ahead and put the bolts in, the screws. After I tighten this up, I'm gonna go ahead and just test out the switchboard. I don't want to put everything back into its place and then for some reason it's not working. So I'm going to test out the switchboard. For the switchboard, and this is for the mirror, the side mirror. So I'm going to click this back in there. Okay. And switchboard. So here's the new switchboard. You go ahead and connect this up real quick, just to make sure it's not making that noise anymore. Alright, so I'm going to test it again, test out the window. There. How's that? Alright, looks like it works. The switchboard, the old one, still attached. So here's the new one. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. There are 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3. So just take those off and replace it. So again, this is the spring I was telling you about. If you were to pull this all the way up, supposedly it's gonna just spring right out. So you gotta be careful with that. So just slide this up here. Clips on. Alright, so now you got this back in here. Again, you push this down to lock it in place, but don't forget to put this back into the grooves right here. Snap it back in place. Okay. Everything seems to work just fine. You guys gonna get ready to change out your regulator, or if you are working with this panel here, make sure you guys buy yourself some fasteners, because these things, they break off. So and these are supposed to go on the actual interior panel. So I bought these from Amazon. The link will be in the description below. These ROTC fastener, so I'll link it up. Alright, so here are the clips. These right here you gotta replace because most of them broke off. So I'm gonna go ahead and just replace them all. Well, I'm just gonna replace the ones that are bad, that broke off. Slide that in. So after I put this in, I'm going to go ahead and clip everything back onto the door. Get all your cables, put them back in here, feed them through. Here is the cable for the locks. Make sure you guys clip that on. It's clipped on there. So that way you already have all the cables attached, and you just got to feed it through these holes. Now it's sitting in the tracks. There you go. Here's the door handle. Just feed it through right here. Line everything up. Here are the cables. In there. Alright, so you're gonna have this part right here. I don't know if you can see that groove right here. And then just clip everything in. So here's the issue, okay? Now the other 3 windows aren't working. So what the hell? Turn on the car and nothing's working. This works. And now the other ones don't work. Can you believe that crap? Wow. Looks like I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this again, find out what the hell's going on. Go ahead and put the old one back on here, see if that works. Okay, that works. That works. That works. Now that back one doesn't work. Wow, that's weird. So the new one's installed already, so that's weird. See, this button seems to be getting stuck. Alright. Figured out this button right here, the window lock button. When I was installing it, it was pushed down, so obviously the windows aren't opening. But when I put it in this housing, when it's pushed down, I can't reactivate to release that window. So I'm not sure. Yeah, see, that's working. That's working. That's working. Alright, so I'm going to try this again. Now that I know that this button right here will not activate the 3 windows, I'm going to try to carefully not push this button while I'm installing it back. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This button, once it's down, it will not depress. It gets stuck. Alright, so, oh well, it was coming out. Anyways, I'll work on that. There it is. Everything's finally back in place. Alright, so that's it. All the windows are working. The windows are down. This one's up. So hey, thanks for watching, they're all working and now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button and click on that notification bell so that way you know when I upload a new video. Alright, so until next time, I'll see you guys later.